For the first time in history, the U.S. government has crossed above the $34 trillion debt threshold. I would love to stop talking about, or at least talk less about, America's troublesome debt burden. But our nation's leaders just won't let that happen. Before we begin, remember to like this video and subscribe for more economic updates. $34 trillion is, of course, an absurd number, so unbelievably high and beyond difficult for the average American to even understand. We might as well have been told that the federal debt has surpassed $34 gazillion. Noting the dubious milestone, Mark Goldwine, Senior Vice President at the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, said, "Hitting $34 trillion is another reminder of how unsustainable our fiscal situation is. We're adding $2 trillion to our debt every year at a time unemployment is near record lows. If we're adding this much to the debt in good times, things may get really awful in bad times, and we can't grow our debt faster than our economy forever." Perhaps the only thing more absurd than the number itself is how quickly our debt now climbs from $1 trillion to the next. Reaching $34 trillion came just 3 months after crossing above the $33 trillion threshold. At $1.7 trillion, fiscal year 2023's annual budget deficit was the third highest ever. This despite the lack of any crisis. And within 3 months of fiscal year 2024, the deficit already has surpassed the $500 billion mark, putting it on pace to finish the year at more than $2 trillion. As economic news journalist Rick Newman recently said, "A $34 trillion national debt, you ain't seen nothing yet." The weight of America's $34 trillion national debt is not just a number. It is a heavy burden on our collective future. The concern it brings is real. Isn't it high time that we found a way to lighten the load?